If you have been longing for some good stew pork, then this is the video for you. Thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to like the video on your way out, leave a comment, or just simply share with a friend. Alright, let's get straight into the video. This is the night before, and I'm going to go ahead and cut up all my seasoning that we're going to blend to put on our pork. So all the items that you would need is some onion, scallion of course, thyme. We're going to also add Scotch bonnet pepper, garlic of course, and yes, ginger, because what's pork without ginger, right? You have to have some ginger in there, so definitely ginger. And we're also going to be adding some pimento to add that depth of flavor that you would get when you are eating your pork. I will rinse my pimento seeds and I will crush it a little bit before I put it in the blender. While it's cooking, you can put some whole ones in there if you want to, but when you do it like this, it's not necessary. It will get all the flavor you need from the pimento seed when it blends with the other seasoning. All right. If you don't want to blend it, that's totally fine. Just chop up your seasoning, pour it on your pork, and you want to marinate it overnight. All right. I also went in and add some parsley to the blend. You don't have to. All the other seasoning that I blended before is the major seasoning that you will need for your pork. All right, or if you want to add other herbs, you can also go ahead and add other herbs. All right, so now I'm going to cut up my pork. We're going to rinse it with some vinegar and water, and then we're going to give it another rinse, and then we're going to go ahead and season. For the powdered seasoning, I have some garlic and herb salt-free seasoning. I have some dried thyme. I have some black pepper, and I have some all-purpose seasoning and a rub that my husband made. It has brown sugar and all other stuff in it. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add our green seasoning, and of course, to add some color to the pork, we're adding some browning, and then we're gonna marinate it. That's it guys, it's a beautiful color and the pork is well seasoned. I am going to put it in a slow cooker, so I won't be adding water gradually for it to be cooked. Okay, so my oil is hot and it's time to get the pork on the way. I'm gonna fry it up a little, then we're gonna bunge and we're gonna put it in the slow cooker. Let it cook slowly until I come back from church. Alright, so I'm just going to cover it for a few minutes, let it bunge, and it will produce its own juices or own liquid, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so this is the rest of the seasoned liquid from the pork. We're going to add that in. I'm going to add it to my instant pot now. When you're putting it in the not instant pot, sorry, the slow cooker. When you put it in the slow cooker, you don't need a lot of water. Don't need a lot of water in the instant pot either. But I want this to slow cook. I don't want it to pressure. So we're not gonna use the instant pot. Or if you don't have a slow cooker, you can put it in your oven on a low temperature and let it slow cook. Or you can just gradually add water while it's on the stove top until the pork is tender. Alright, so we're going to put this in the slow cooker now. So we're going to add just a little bit of hot water. Because I must say we're going to need gravy. We're going to add some carrots, onion, some tomatoes, adding some more ginger, pimento leaf, scallion and thyme, and a Scotch bonnet pepper, of course. It's already on low and we're gonna let that slow cook. So I'll see you guys after church. Hi, I am back from church and we're gonna check the pork. It is still sizzling. Let me bring you a little closer. Look at that, guys. It has been slow cooking for hours and it is tender. Let's taste it. Tastes good. I'm just gonna pop it back on the stove now to kind of thicken up the gravy because we're not adding anything else in there, and then we're good to go. Okay, so I made a little slurry with some cornstarch just to add some body, and I add a little more browning so that the cornstarch doesn't change the color of the pork. This will help to give the gravy a little body. You don't have to, it's totally optional. Or if you're a ketchup person, you can go ahead and add ketchup, but ketchup sometimes change the taste of your stew, especially like pork and oxtail. And if you don't mind adding potatoes in your stew pork, go ahead and add potatoes while it's cooking so that it can thicken up your gravy as well. I didn't want any potatoes in the stew pork, so I just used carrots only. So that is why I use a thickener to add some body to the gravy. And I don't want this to burst because Jeffrey fried a pepper. It's just to add a little flavor, so I just pour a little hole, but I don't want it to get soft to the point where it's gonna make the pot spicy. So just a couple more minutes on the stove because the meat is tender. It is so soft, as you touch it, it breaks apart. Just a couple more minutes and it is ready. And of course I can taste it, but let me tell you something. The way that I cook it today in the slow cooker, I'm not constantly adding any water, so it retains the flavor from the beginning to the end, as opposed to me cooking it on the stove top and gradually adding water. I don't need to add any extra seasoning or anything because it was slowly cooked from start to finish. You can taste the ginger, the pimento. Okay, my loves, that's Sunday dinner for my husband. That's his plate, and he did had a great time eating this. Yes, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the How We Rose Cook channel. Also follow us on Facebook if you're not yet following. See the guys in cleaning plate. You said the rice and peas nice, the chicken nice, and the pork turn up.